Welcome back, esteemed viewers. And if you just joined us, you are right on time because the show just started. Now, on today's episode, we will be discussing a vital topic that says from potential to reality, 4 essential tools. What are these 4 essential tools that, we aid or help you to move from your potentials to turning your potentials into reality? Now, before we delve straight into the topic for discussion, let's give you this excerpt. Potential is a seed. Reality is the tree that grows from it. We are all born with an inherent capacity to achieve, but the transformation from latent ability to tangible success requires more than just wishing or waiting. It demands action, resilience, and a clear vision of what we hope to create. The journey from potential to reality begins with understanding the gifts and talents within us, but it does not end there. Potential is simply possibility, while reality is about turning these possibilities or potentials into something concrete and meaningful. On today's episode of The Engendered, we will be discussing these 4 essential tools. What are these 4 essential tools? We have hard work, time, mentorship, and relationships. Now, these essential tools will help any individual to turn his or her potentials into reality. It is one thing for you to have these potentials, and it is another thing for you to turn these potentials into reality. And mind you, you're not only going to be the only one that will benefit from the realization of these potentials, but those around you and even the society at large will benefit from you turning these potentials into reality. We will not be discussing this important topic alone. Our guest just joined us. Join us as we welcome David Telta. He is an inspirational speaker, life coach, and a businessman. He is into forex trading. In case of those of you that want to learn forex trading, welcome, David. Good evening.
Thank you, Confidence.
Welcome.
It's good to have you on the show.
There's always a song. I don't know what song it is. We always have a song.
The one you propounded, or which one, Bukola? Happy New Year, David Telta.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How is the year going already? This is still January.
Yeah, it's January. We are pushing.
We're pushing,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Someone said this is the fastest January in the history of the year.
Yeah, sure. That's right.
It's moving so fast. I mean, it's like it's already 23rd. And January used to be like
some people say January of those days had like 50-something days.
50 days. You would just be checking. And you'd be like, this time you should already be like 23rd or 24th. And you just 11 to be 10. What's about too much in this month already?
So far. So how have you been, David?
I've been fine. I'm great.
How is the economy of the country treating you, even if the year just started?
Yeah, it's okay, Okay. It affects everyone at different levels.
That's true.
Yeah, so these are things that keep happening. If you study history, these are things that happen. So the more it comes, the more you strategize, the more you change your formulas and also
just adapt.
Yeah, adapt to it. These are things that will keep happening.
Well, I hear most Nigerians say that they prefer the Nigeria of then than now.
Of course.
Do you concur?
The thing is, in a way, I do not concur. I mean, mostly
ways, right?
Yeah, because a lot of Nigerians complaining that the country is not moving forward. But we are. 5 years ago, Nigeria was not in this place right now. Yes, the thing is, things are moving on, but salaries are not moving up.
Okay.
That's the thing, But look at technology wise.
Advancement.
We are not in the same place that we were 5 years ago. So I feel like growth is happening, although it's happening, small, very slowly. Okay. And because it happens slowly, a lot of people don't even recognize because they are happening with the growth. So it seems like it's not happening. But then when you take a look back, yes, a lot of things seem like the economy seems bad, but we are not in the same place we were like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
I prefer Nigeria of now. Whoever that prefers Nigeria
of then go back. Yeah. Now you can. If only I can go back and put in some money into like Bitcoin, then I prefer Nigeria then. But like, no, let's move on. Let's keep on moving forward. Well, what do you think about it, David?
Well, I think I've had this mindset for a long time that you know, let's take for example from the time of former president Obasanjo, coming to Yar'Adua, coming to Goodluck Jonathan, coming to Buhari, to Tinubu now. The truth is, there are people that were still complaining during Obasanjo. They complained during Yar'Adua. They complained during Goodluck. Complained during Buhari, and now they are so. The thing is, who is in power has nothing to do with what is because if you check it, who is in power has nothing to do with your own financial capacities or your financial situation. Yes, because there are people that were rich during during Obasanjo that are still rich now, and there are people that were poor then and are still you know now. So we just have to, I think, you know, strategize, and then it is a warfare, right? You just have to survive it. It is like the jungle. The lion always survives. It's the survival of the fittest. So we just have to find a way. And
you find it that way, it shouldn't be an illegal finding.
Yes, that's right.
Let it be legit.
That's right.
That's
right.
All right, so let's move to the topic of discussion for today, which says from potential to reality, 4 essential tools. These essential tools, like I said earlier on, are hard work, time, mentorship, and relationship. Now, David, before we move further, just in simple terms or definitions, what is potential, what is reality? So that we can have a basic understanding of these terminologies. What is potential? What is reality?
Oh, okay. Potential is untapped power, latent ability, unused strength. When you say something is potential in physics, we call it potential energy. That is energy at rest. Energy a body possesses by virtue of its position. As we are all sitting, we are possessing potential energy. But then there's another type of energy, they call it kinetic energy, energy in motion. So potential is latent ability, untapped power, you know, hidden strength, dormant, you know, power, something that is not in use but is there. That is potential. And then reality is seeing something as it is. Seeing something as it is, the real thing, the real happening, seeing something as it is. So potential, you might not really see it, you know, but it is there. But reality is seeing something as it is. Yes. And then potential can also be, I think I read a book of Dr. Masmur of blessed memory. He said potential is all you can do but you have not yet done. All you can become but you have not yet become. All you can achieve you have not yet achieved. Or where you can reach but you have not yet reached. So that's potential also.
I was reading a book, or I read a book, and there was a quote in it. I think the quote was from Art of War Sun Tzu. Imagine, the quote said, imagine what I can do if I do all I can do.
That's deep.
Imagine what I can do if I can do all I can do.
Wow.
Do you understand? Imagine if you could fully reach like the highest of your potential. Imagine, because some people now are showing like, you know, you can see like little things that they're already doing, but imagine if they can do all. Imagine if Albert Einstein could do all he could have done then before he died. Imagine. You know,
but should we keep imagining?
You know, that's the thing. You have to bring it into realization. But just thinking about that, you know, it pushes you. Like, that means I can. There's some things that you do, and you're like, is this me? Like, is this me? I did this. So I mean, I guess if you apply that to your, you know, if like, you know, there's some people that believe in like manifestations and things like that, you know, they put like little quotes into their day that really does boost them up. Imagine if you just see that, let me just do all I can do. Like sometimes when I see, you know, for instance, I can see something, this thing now is wrongly placed, and then I want to overlook it. I know I should put it properly. But then I want to overlook it, and I've overlooked it, and then I'm just like, you know better. Anytime I tell myself, you know better, I do it.
You retrace your step.
I retrace myself and do it.
That's right.
So
it happens to me
exactly.
sometimes too.
So I'm just like, you know better. I'm like, why do I know better?
You know better, so you should do better.
Do better.
You don't just know,
Yeah,
don't just imagine, just do it.
Do
All
better.
right, so give us the insights between, linking potential and reality, that's moving from potential to reality. What does it entails for an individual to move from potential to reality?
Okay. Let me start like this. Someone said the oldest spot on earth is the cemetery, right? He said because buried in the cemetery are books that were never written. He said are songs that were never sung.
Dreams were never achieved.
Yes, drawings that were never drawn. A lot of things are just buried there. So potential is something that is in you, which you might not know or you might know.
Okay.
But then it is not in action. It is not seen. Do you understand? It is not seen. So for you to bring it to reality, it has to be something you discover first. This is why you hear about the 5 questions you ask yourself. Maybe who are you? Who am I? Who are you? Where are you from? What can you do? That's potential. What can you do? Where are you going to? Where are you going? These are the type of questions you have to discover yourself. Because if you want to actually know the potential of a thing, you should know what that thing is. It is like your phone. You don't know what that phone can do. Yes, you have to maybe check the manual, right? For you to know everything about it. So you have to discover who you are. If you discover who you are, you will now know that, okay, I have the ability to do this. Do you get? I have the ability to do this, to do that. Then you will now start working on bringing it into reality, which entails a lot of processes. That's why most of the 4 things you listed are part of the processes. You have to start on time.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody once said it is good that a young man knows where he's going on time.
That's right.
Yeah, because at age 40 or at age 50, you can't be a sports star anymore. So imagine knowing that you were actually having the ability to play football or to be a sports star at 40 or 50. You've already missed that timing. Although you have the potential, but the time it takes to achieve that, you've already missed it. Because I think the good book says there's time and season for everything. So if you miss your planting season, you don't expect any harvest, right? So that's key, understanding time.
So time is the first.
Yes, time is the first thing you need to understand. Okay, if I have the ability to play football now, I should start early. I should start early. By the time I start early, I will be able to refine my potential, and then I will start playing football. Let's say for example, I have the ability to speak, and then I should start speaking maybe in secondary school. I should start speaking. I should start practicing it.
Yeah, and in course of speaking, you can even realize that you have other potential.
That's right. Okay. So that's the time, and then the next thing you have to do is to work hard. Yes, because the truth is, I think when hard work is applied to consistency, you can beat people that are talented. Okay. Yes, for example, if we talk about the sport now, where most people say Ronaldo is a hard worker, but they say Messi is just talented or it's a gift in him. So the truth is, the two of them actually rose to the peak of their career. You understand? So it shows that whether you have the gift or not, but you have that hard work and you put it in place, it's going to take you to that place. It's going to bring out your potential into reality. Yes. So
if you have the gift and you don't put in hard work, you're not going to achieve
you're not achieve anything. Yes.
So hard work
applies everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I remember there was a story that my mom, or it's a story, I'm sure you must have heard it, like a human being, suddenly got his future read. And the person that read the future said, "Oh, you are going to be a rich person." And okay, two people. Once for the first person, they said, "Oh, you don't have anything in life to look forward to." The other person, you have a bright future. You are going to be a rich person. And the two of them, the one that they told that you are not going to be rich said, "Ha, I'm not going to be rich here. At least let me try." You know, try hard, work hard, and actually did get rich. And the one that they said, "Oh, you have a bright future," he didn't do anything because he said, "Oh, he already has a bright future. Yeah, it will come and meet him." And then he remained, you know, there, not successful, nothing.
That's right.
So that's the thing. You have to work hard towards anything.
Youths of these days, some of the youth of these days, they have this notion or mentality that since they are gifted with this particular talent, they don't need to put in any work to, you know, to perfect that talent. They just let it be, and when you confront it, they tell you, "I'm talented. It's follow come, it's inbuilt, so I don't need to stress myself." It's wrong.
It's very wrong.
Now, you mentioned something when you were, you know, classifying the type of potentials. You said we have the one that is, as you discover that you have this potential, and then there are potentials that you don't even know you have it. Now, with the aspect of you not knowing that you have this particular potential, how can you now put in the action to, you know, to turn it into reality, or to discover that you don't have this exact potential?
Okay, like let me give you this example. I used to be, I think I was an introvert, or I don't know if I'm still an introvert. Yeah, but then
you are not.
I'm not.
If you are, you will not be speaking like this.
Okay. So
you were before.
Okay, I will. Let's put it that way. So I will go to there was this tech hub. You know, I went to learn program. That was 2017-18, web design programming. So when we are done coding, we will just be talking, and then when I speak, people get to, you know, wow, this guy, and I was very young then. So what they said was, there was somebody that said, "I think you should go and be a speaker, a public speaker, an inspirational speaker." So sometimes if you don't know it, people around you will tell you something, you know, so you have to pay attention to what people, sometimes you might not know something about you, people will tell you. Sometimes if the people say, "I think you are good at this," and you might think it's just something, but if you pay attention to what people say, you can maybe give it a chance, give it a try, and see how far you can go with it. Yeah, because I think people know you too. Yeah, you know, so they observe you and they see you.
Like they say, people that know you are more than people that you know.
That's right.
So yeah, people that know you are more than people that you know. How many people
That's
do you
right.
know?
I have no idea. Okay, does criticism play any role, you know, in helping an individual to discover that he or she has or possesses this certain potential? Like, let me say you are being criticized for something you did. Criticism can come in two different ways. It can be positive, it can be negative. So does it play any role in terms of helping an individual to discover his or her potential?
Yeah, I think it does, because it is like, you know, somebody is trying to play football. Okay. Yes, and then you are telling him, "Don't stop playing football," because those days I think back then we were playing football. There are certain people that cannot play football, and we just say, "Just pack your things, go home. It's not for you. Football is not for you." And then this kind of words you speak to people, it makes them downcasted, and it kills the passion to do it. Do you understand? It is like telling someone who is not maybe that brilliant in school, or is not that you know, maybe sharp or something, and you're telling him maybe you are dull. You know, it affects them. It makes them feel downcasted, like think low of themselves. I think it's Les Brown that said, if you can make a man think low of himself, you don't have to take him to the back of the room. If he comes into the room, he will stay at the back by himself. So there's a way you criticize people, and it makes them leave this stuff for finally. Do you understand? But then there's the positive criticism. Maybe I tried something, I tried it didn't work, and I just left it like that, and then somebody will come and be, "How can you leave this thing, something you are good at? I'm seeing you becoming something great in this thing." You know, it affects you, and it can affect the bringing it into reality or not. This is why Dr. Miles Muro said, never tell somebody that something cannot be done.
Okay.
Yes, even if you don't believe it, just tell him it can be done.
Yes. Words can be powerful.
Words are really, really, really
powerful.
very powerful. Do you know, one day I was in church and they were just talking about words, and it just dawned on me. I mean, I'm going too spiritual, but you know, the Bible said the something about Jesus being the Word of God.
Okay.
I'm like, words are so powerful. Like literally, like I don't even like but the thing is, when you're talking about criticism, for some people, negative criticism works better.
Right?
Yeah, it does
has
work
positive
better.
impact
Yes,
on
there are some
them.
people that if you tell them they can't do something, they want to prove you wrong.
Yeah, okay.
So, but if you're like, oh, you're good at it, but then you tell them you're not good at this thing, stop. I'm not good. How?
Watch and see.
Watch and see. Like my friends used to tell me that my voice is so bad, I can't sing. But then that does not stop me from singing. It doesn't stop me from singing.
Okay.
I mean, they are so awful about it when they tell me that your voice is so bad. And the thing is,
You keep singing the more.
yeah. But then I notice that the more I sing, the better my voice starts sounding. So that's the thing. So you tell me that, oh, you can't do something, and I'm like, I'll prove you wrong. For some people, negative works better, but that's why you have to know what you say to people.
Yeah.
Because if you tell someone the wrong type of criticism and it doesn't work, no, like, okay, maybe you tell them that, oh, you can put in more work, softly. Some people, you don't need to tell them, like, some people don't need soft words. Some people need that hard. They need that hard, yes.
Yeah.
They need that hard love. They don't need you to tell them, do it or go and your life is useless or
But
something.
you know, this particular method can only work if you know that person, like, personally. You get
Oh,
it?
for some people, like for someone like me, I'm someone that gives hard love. So I feel like it applies to everyone that I come in contact with. You either do it, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you and tell you that,
words.
oh,
Okay.
if you don't do it, your life will be straight off. I mean, of course, sometimes I try to, lower the intensity. Okay. But I'm not going to say, no, do it like this, or like, you don't know where your life will turn out to be. So either you do this way, or I just do it like that. But I don't know. Some people do it, positively. They are soft spoken, and it works like that for some people. But for some other people, they have like change, or I don't know what you want to do with your life. So that's just it.
Okay. All right. Let's move away from that now. Turning potentials into reality, you agree with me that it doesn't just happen. There are obviously obstacles or challenges an individual will face when turning his or her potentials into reality. What are these obstacles or challenges, and how can it be surmounted or surpassed?
Okay. Yeah, one of the challenges what we just discussed here, negative sayings of people.
Okay.
Yes, the negative sayings of people. I think it has become a challenge, to achieving potential to reality, because it's like telling somebody this thing you are doing can never work. This thing is because it's impossible. It's one of the challenge, especially if you are coming from a family that something like that has never been done, from a community, from a culture that thing has never been done. So they have the ability to tell you, it can work. Even if it works, is it you that will do it? You understand? I think there was a time I had to make this my mindset that where I came from and where I am now has nothing to do with where I'm going to. You understand? My background does not hold me to the ground. You understand? So I think the negative sayings of people is a challenge, because you see somebody maybe after trying maybe WAEC or JAM and failed, and on the first trial they will just be like, I told you school is not for you. Like, and Nigerians have this negativity all over. If you tell you school is not for you, go and learn something else.
They accept negativity too fast.
Yes, that's one.
Compared to positivity.
Yeah, that's one of the challenges.
Because the thing is, the area is already so negative, so they don't believe it. The thing is, I think, another thing to contribute to it is that I think parents, and like you said, everybody, the society, but it's just that you can't control outside. You can't tell people to be positive. Honestly, most of the time, there's nobody that is 100% always positive. They'll just come that day where you are just negative, and there is nothing. It's a normal thing. And then one person will just jam you, like, live your life. Is just so, there are some days like that when someone just angers you so much, you just look at them and just nitpick at one thing in their life. I just say you cannot move on in life if you are doing like this. I mean, I understand that. That's why we should direct this towards family more. I think because this is within. So when you have people behind you, your family, your friends, that believe in you, it's a little bit hard to believe what outsiders will say. Because Kevin Hart, the comedian, he said his son has a big head. So he insults the boy. So that when he goes outside, if they tell him that your head is big, it's nothing, because they've already told him at home. Now, if he's in the house now, they keep, you have handsome, and your head is small, and he goes outside, 100 people are telling him his head is big. If he goes back home and they tell him, oh no, they are just, he won't believe them. He will believe those people outside. So the thing is, families, friends should cultivate, a positive. Yes, you might not 100%, you might not totally believe that person. It's not every time that you are championing someone so hard, but just believe, because they believe. You believe in them. You don't have to believe in their ability to do that thing. You just believe in them. So I think for family, if people are outside, family, you are a friend to someone, you are a family. We are not, nobody is an island here. Like, we all have family, friends. So just believe in that person. You don't have to believe in that thing that they are doing. If I look at someone, like I have a friend now, I know that, okay, she are like, no, my voice is not good. And I said, I want to become the CME of the music industry.
Okay.
As a friend of me, I'll say, Tom, I believe in you.
Yeah, you can do it.
Your voice is bad, but sure.
You can do it.
So
apart from the negative words, what are your other challenges or obstacles that an individual can face in terms of, turning these potentials into reality?
Another challenge is your own self, your mindset.
Okay.
Yes, your mindset, your own self. People will say something, but if you don't believe it, it's not going to affect you. I think the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you think about something, even if in reality you are not that person, you are what you think. I don't know if you understand. If I am thinking of possibilities, even if within my circumference I'm seeing impossibility, I am that possibility. If I'm thinking of wealth, even if I'm poor now, what the Bible is saying is I'm rich already. So your mindset in believing that, okay, one day you'll be like, I have a vision, a dream that one day I'll be able to stand and speak before people. I've seen that happening from the university days. I was able to, this was me that I could not speak to people, like I was very shy, yes, but then I had to work on it, and then started speaking. Even in the university, I spoke to about 1,000 students. I started speaking. So it's something that I believe is possible. Yes. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Somebody said, if you said no, even God cannot say yes.
Wow.
So your mindset has to believe that potential can actually take you somewhere. Like Cristiano Ronaldo, he has always believed that one day he will become great and then bring his family out of poverty through that football. And he did it actually. So it is something, if you believe in something, just put on the hard work. But if you don't believe it
at all,
don't even do the hard work.
So it starts from you believing it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a very good thing. Apart from the fact that what people say matters, most importantly, like I would say for me, like 80% should be on yourself.
Of course.
Because outside influences, like influences outside apart, like you do most of the work, so you should be aware of what you are doing. You should be aware of where you are going,
what
to
you want.
So you should be aware of what you don't want to affect you. I mean, I have a saying, like something I say, you can't shame the shameless. Like, I believe if you don't have shame, you go far in life. Shame holds us back a lot. You start to think, what will people say, what will people do? But then, like, I apply it in the sense that when someone tells me something, even though I might think about it and say, oh, and it's true, I'll be like, you can't shame the shameless, and I'll persist. For instance, something as little as falling in public places, people see it as, they say, you will hear the statement, this ground should just open up,
you will go viral.
Let me go inside. But then when I fall in public, I've fallen multiple times. I just stand up. You can't shame the shameless. Now move on.
I mean, you remain on the floor. You have to stand up.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. A lot of people see that as something shameful. But once you start telling yourself a certain like thing, you start to overcome that thing. So you start to see it as nothing. You know, I think most of the problem is in our heads. We just have to lower that barrier. You have to lower it, because if not, no matter what people say out there, you always believe if you don't believe in yourself.
And when you believe in yourself, you should also persist, because you don't just end by believing in yourself. Persist in that belief, and trust me, you will go further. Okay, viewers, let's quickly go on a short break. When we come back, the show will continue. Stay with us.
Welcome back from that break, and we are still on the topic potential to reality, 4 essential tools. Now we've spoken about the I think we've spoken about 2 of the tools, which is time, hard work, mentorship, and relationship. I know time, you said, you need time, you have to know first, and hard work applies to everything you are doing in this life. So I know mentorship and relationship are kind of similar, or they can be used interchangeably. Work hand in hand. So, how can that how can you use that, someone that is watching now, how can they use that, to bring out that potential in them and bring it into manifestation or realization? So I just...
Okay, I think the hard work, let me just say something about hard work before I go there. Somebody said behind everything you see working is someone working it out.
Okay.
You understand? Behind anything you see working, there is somebody behind the scene that is working it out.
Okay.
Understand? And then if you are not a hard worker, you'll be a beggar. That's it. If you are not a worker, even God was a worker. He worked and he rested.
Talk to me.
Jesus came, he worked. He said, I have to work. You understand? Even the Holy Spirit, he works. You understand? Then, but you see people that don't believe, they don't work, they don't believe in hard work. People believe in faith, but we all believe. But
and the Bible also says faith without work is
dead. So the hard work is there.
Okay.
The somebody said the naked name of diligence is hard work. I once took a break to a very successful man's house to stay for like 2 weeks, and I tell you the truth, when I saw the level of hard work that man, they don't even sleep. They hardly sleep. They sleep for 2-3 hours and they are up again. So I was like, okay, this is the life behind it. And then I discovered that hard work is something you can't change unless if you don't want to rise. If you want to be successful, you must be a hard worker. That's it. So it is that is it. Without the work, it won't work.
You have to put in like that. It has to be hammered in for some people. You have to at least put in work. And you are from a rich home, the money will always be there. Yes, we know that the money will always be there, but do you just want to remain that thing of that family, like just a part of that family? If you just want to be a member of this family that has money,
anything,
it's cool. But for instance, look at Davido now. He's from a rich home. He has said it multiple times that if he had stayed with his father, he will be richer. He will be so rich. But then, despite that,
it's not his name.
Exactly. He came out and made his own name.
That's right.
You cannot say he has not worked hard to be where he is.
He is still working hard.
And he's still working hard. Yes, he has privileges. It doesn't matter. Work hard. I think people that have privileges even have to work harder, because they have to disprove. They have to prove to everyone that this is not my privilege. Like that is not the only thing I have to offer. I have other things to offer as well. So you understand, hard work is it's not, there is nothing like, if you want to move anywhere in life, work hard.
Okay.
Work hard.
So you've explained hard work and time. Let's move to mentorship and relationship.
Okay, so mentorship, if you have a potential which you've discovered on time and you are working hard on it, I think mentorship should be the next step you should take. You check around and see or find somebody who is doing what you want to do or you think you have the ability to do, so that you go and learn under him. Mentorship is very key in bringing your potential to your to reality, because somebody said those who coach themselves don't go far.
Okay.
Yes, if you are a sports star, those stars have coaches, and the reason why local players or local sports stars, so sports people, are not global is because they coach themselves. So anywhere you are taking a potential to reality, you check, are you coaching yourself? Yes, if you are coaching yourself, just know that you can't be global. Yes, you need a reference point. The reason why mentorship helps is because you are already seeing your future in the present of somebody. Let's say you want to be a speaker, you understand, and then you meet somebody like Les Brown. You are seeing him doing what you want to do in the future. It has already, just by being around him, you have already cultivated the mindset that that thing is possible. Last week I was with somebody, a very, very close friend of mine. He's a PA too, so a very influential man, and I went to see him in his hotel room, and he was telling me, he said, Dave, do you know that my boss was giving so amount of money by December by his mentor? He just said, take this and spend the Christmas with you. He said that was the first time he believes that they can truly dash somebody that kind of money. So now if you tell him, he already knows that that kind of money can be given out. Yeah. So it's something that mentorship gives you the ability to see. And then one thing with mentorship is, somebody said we saw further than we could see because we sat on the shoulders of giants. That is mentors. A mentor is somebody who is doing what you want to do and has passed through where you will be passing through, and so he knows the potholes, you know, and he will tell you, if you get to this stage, please don't do this and do that, and you see that in no time you reach to your potential, to reality. Because I remember one of my mentors telling me something. He said, if you want to succeed, he said, on your journey to becoming a general, number one is you must tame your appetite for food. Number two, he said, tame your appetite for lust. Number three, tame your appetite for money. He said, number four, tame your appetite for sleep. Like, these are the things mentors will tell you, so that you know that, okay, if you are working towards becoming a general, number one, you must tame your appetite for food. These are the things mentors will tell you. They are not things they say anyway. Yes, you understand? It's a privileged knowledge you have. So mentorship is something that cannot be overemphasized. Yes.
All right. So the
relationships.
Okay, relationship. Relationship. After you have been mentored, the next state is relationship or associations. Somebody said your net worth is your network. You understand? Your net worth is your network. Your relationships, you are as rich as the people around you. Somebody said, if you have 5 millionaires around, he said you didn't count well. There are 6 because you are the 6th person. And he said, if you have 5 poor people around you, you didn't count well. You are the 6th poor person.
That's right.
Understand? Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So if you have achieved timing, hard work and then mentorship, have you not seen people that are good at what they do? If you give them to maybe sketch, maybe they are artists or something, they are good at it. Maybe they can sing, they can do something, but then they are not visible yet. You understand? They have not yet brought that into reality. So, but then maybe somebody would be like, David, you sing, you dance, you do this. Okay, I think there's somebody I can actually connect with. He has a studio, you go and sing, or he has something. And then once they go there, you now see that the thing just help them to become visible. They have brought it to their dreams and potential to reality. So it's for people, they will think this person just came out of nowhere. But then he has been working, you know, all the processes, but then he met somebody who opened him up to that stuff. You understand? It is like a comedian who knows how to make people laugh, but then he has never gotten the stage to actually do it. So most of them will now meet, sorry to use the name, I don't, most of them, I think I was watching one recently, AY Life, AY gave him the stage to perform, and then from there his life changed. So relationships, relationships help you to bring that potential to reality. You understand? So it's as if I'm a speaker, and then I want to speak to my people in my village, and then I'm good at it. They won't listen, they are not my audience. But then somebody might come to the village and then see me and be like, oh, I think you need to be in the city. You have somebody that has, and then that is how it will scale up. So relationship actually helps.
I think another word for mentorship is map.
Yes.
Map gives you a direction to where you're going to. So when you have a mentor, he or she gives you direction on how to transform your potential into reality. Time is against us. You have something to say before I chip in the next question.
For the relationship, it's really, really important that you connect with the right people.
The right people, very important.
Get yourself, you have your own group of friends, fine. But if you know that you want to do something in the field that your friends are not in, you don't have to dissociate yourself from them, but you have to get yourself into that space of where you are going to be. So because it will not happen by magic. You have to get yourself out there. And if you don't get yourself out there, honestly, the potential will just remain that. A potential. It won't be realized. So you have to get yourself into the right spaces. If not, like I said, it's potential. It's not onto kinetic.
Okay. Now, from potential to reality, it takes time. It's a gradual process. It can be very slow. So what are the tips you have for some of our viewers that fall into this category? What are the tips for them to feel motivated even when turning this potential into reality is taking a slow pace?
Okay. I think one of it, somebody once told me, he said there are 4 stages in life. He said the first stage in life is the preparation stage, which is the first 25 years of your life, from age 0 to age 25. He said that's the time you spend time to learn, to make mistakes. Yes, and you can still have the ability to correct them. So it is like me. I want to start. I'm into business. I have I'm into fish business. I hash, and so I started early, and then the first time I did it, I lost about 100,000 of juveniles. You understand? So I was like, this thing, but then I kept on. Do you understand? I still have time. I won't just say I will leave the business. I kept on until right now I'm able to develop mastery in it, and I don't have that loss like that. So failure is part of it. People should know that failure will always come. Yes, but failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to start again, wiser and more experienced. You understand? So it is good that people understand that failure is behind failure is the success. Somebody said success is located at failure avenue. So you must get to failure before you get to success. So it is something that people should understand, because I won't tell you that as you are working on your potential, people will not laugh at you. Maybe you want to be a first class student, you might still have carryover, you might still spill, but if you keep at it, you become that thing. Understand? That's one. And then secondly, I will always say, you have to tell yourself you can do it. Motivate, self-motivation. You have to motivate yourself. I can do it. There's not, this why people do call it affirmations, right? They keep talking to them. So it works, actually. It works. You have to tell yourself that I will keep trying this. In fact, there was a time I told myself, I'm a forex trader. There was a time I was actually struggling in the game, and then I told myself, even if I will be playing the game like a normal game, like demo, I'm not getting anything on it, I will still do this thing. I will not leave it. So you have to know what you want, clarity of purpose. You have to know that, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to be a speaker, I want to be a medical doctor, and then no matter the odds that come, you just persist. You should persist that this is what I want to do. I think if you check the life of the gifted hands, that's
Ben Carson.
He passed through challenges, but he actually arrived there. So that's one of the things. And then, like I always say, get a mentor. If you are going somewhere, get somebody who is already there. Because if Elisha meets Elijah, Elisha will succeed.
That's right.
You understand? Every Elijah has an Elisha. So an Elisha, if you're an Elisha, you should go get your Elijah. It will be easier for you. It will be easier for you because your mentor is going to show you his scars. He's going to show you his scars. He will tell you. There was a time I lost a very huge amount of money in my 300 level, and then I gave up on cryptocurrency and forex trading. But then I went to my mentor, I told him, and he laughed. I was like, I lost this money and you're laughing. He said he has lost more than. So it gave me confidence that okay, this is not the end. So you have to get a mentor who will help you, and then your friends, your associations also. Get people that are going where you are. You can't be into tech and then maybe all your friends are fashion designers. It might not really work out. You understand? So get like-minded people around and then work towards it.
Do you still have anything to add? Want to round up?
I think for me is going to be like I said, clarity of purpose. Very, 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 very important. You know, it's not it can't be emphasized enough that you should know where you are going to.
Exactly.
Because if you know where you are going to, you know. So at least you know some things to do. So clarity of purpose for me is very important. Know what you are doing, know where you are going to, and hold fast to it.
Persist.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, David Telta.
Yeah, thank
you.
It was nice having you on the
Thank you
show.
so much. Thank you.
Very, very interesting.
I hope you'll join us some other time.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, from potential to reality. It is one thing for you to have these potentials. It is another thing for you to turn these potentials into reality. And you can do this with the 4 essential tools our guest told us earlier on, which are hard work, time, mentorship, and relationships or association. With this, trust me, the sky will not just be your limit, but also your stepping stone in turning your potentials into reality. Thank you so much for joining us on the Engendered show. Hope to see you some other time. I am Confidence Reuben.
And I am Bukola Ogungbeje. Always persist, always know where you are going to. Clarity of purpose is key. Now stay tuned on Captain TV for more updates as we'll be showing you and more insightful and more news. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye.